President Trump made a surprise visit to supporters outside Walter Reed Hospital tonight as he continues his battle with coronavirus. The move, as many call for transparency from the White House and President Trump's medical team in regards to the details of his diagnosis. And the president tweeted this afternoon, "I really appreciate all of the fans and supporters outside of the hospital. The fact is, they really love our country and are seeing how we are making it greater than ever before." New tonight, a new photo released by the White House showing President Trump at work in a conference room at the hospital. This is a phone call with Vice President Mike Pence, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, and Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley. Tonight, in a surprise move, the president taking his motorcade outside Walter Reed Medical Center. You could see him in a mask waving to supporters who have been lined up for hours wishing him well. In a new video saying 7 months into this pandemic, he's learned a lot about the virus during his experience in the hospital.
This is the real school. This isn't the let's read the book school. And I get it, and I understand it, and it's a very interesting thing, and I'm going to be letting you know about it.
The president went back to the hospital after the brief ride, and tonight in a statement, White House spokesman Judd Deere addressing questions about the safety precautions taken for the drive-by. Appropriate precautions were taken in the execution of this movement to protect the president and all those supporting it, including PPE. The movement was cleared by the medical team as safe to do. President Trump said to be doing well after being admitted on Friday evening.
The president has continued to improve. As with any illness, there are frequent ups and downs over the course.
But there's confusion and many concerns over credibility, with conflicting information being released about the president's condition. Just yesterday, leading physician Dr. Sean Conley appeared to dodge questions over whether the president received any supplemental oxygen. Today, he said this.
The president has experienced 2 episodes of transient drops in his oxygen saturation. I recommended the president we try some supplemental oxygen. Stayed on that for about an hour.
Dr. Conley says that happened Friday, but when asked if the president was also on oxygen Saturday, he couldn't seem to recall.
I'd have to check with the nursing staff.
He was then pressed about his discrepancies.
I was trying to reflect the upbeat attitude that the team, the president, that his course of illness has had. Came off that we were trying to hide something, which wasn't necessarily true.
Doctors say the president has been taking the experimental drug remdesivir and has not had a fever since Friday morning. But it is still unclear exactly when and how the president was infected.
When you don't have full transparency, when there's cover-ups, contradictory statements, even lying about something as vital to the nation's security as the president's health, the nation is severely endangered.
A growing list of officials and advisors close to Mr. Trump have contracted the virus. The latest, his personal assistant and body man, Nick Luna, seen here next to Hope Hicks without a mask, boarding Air Force One 1 day before she tested positive. 8 others who attended last Saturday's Rose Garden ceremony for Trump's Supreme Court nominee infected too, including former advisor Kellyanne Conway and former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie.